Exotic wall finishes bamboo style. So first for the bamboo style, you need a strong base, a heavy base. So we're gonna use Marmorino KS as a strong base. Put it somewhat thick.
This is just the diagram. That's what all the circle.
Then you get your Marmorino Tools bamboo trowel. So you let that dry. And then when it dries, you lightly sand it. And we do our next step, coming soon. So it's dry. Take away any boogers, and then you're gonna put the fine Marmorino the same direction as it's going. Never like this. So nice and tight the first coat, and then you're gonna put a secondary coat before you start burnishing it. You have to respect the processes. It's the way it is. So the fine Marmorino has dried out. So now we're gonna put the secondary coat, nice and tight. Always go the same direction, always nice and tight. So you compress it in. So you let this bad boy dry, and then I put another secondary coat. It's a final coat. So this bad boy dried. Nice and tight. So one thing as a master applicator, what's very important, even in samples, I never ever flip my board to get this part easier. Why? Because we cannot flip walls. So if you see somebody flipping the board, it's because they're lazy, they don't know how to actually take care of this little problem. So situations like this on a sample board, you just place the product board down and just put it on. It's very simple. You gotta train yourself like this is the baseboard. Like if it's a baseboard, you gotta train yourself so you get better at the bottom part of the wall as well. That's the whole point of samples as well. So on something like this right here, I'll put it thicker there. Not tight, because then it'll show the movement that way. Clean it and then compress it on the bottom part. And that's it, very simple. So I didn't cheat, I didn't do anything. That's the proper way of doing it. Come back with your burnishing trowel. Make sure your burnishing trowel is always clean. Why? Because it's the final trowel that's going to touch your wall. What does that mean? It means if your burnishing trowel is dirty, you can get a nice scratch on your final coat. And remember, you got to keep cleaning it because it keeps getting dirty. So because there's ripples on it, you have to come back in each little scratch, little line, come back and hit it. It's time consuming, but this is the style of the finish that you're doing. So I hit it a couple of times and it's already nice and shiny. You know, remember with good grade Venetian plaster, it's easier to apply, meaning it's user friendly, that it's a little easier to do. But even though that's easy to do, you still need to be a professional in doing it. So when this dries, I'm gonna wax it. See it? Okay, for this bad boy, this bamboo style, we're gonna put some Sarah Plus from Nova Color. Sarah Plus is amazing wax, very strong wax for line plasters. This because it has this type of texture, I'm gonna put it on with a sponge. And before you polish it, you remember you want the Marmorino to absorb it.
Tomorrow's gonna go down to 40 something.
For real? It's gonna be cold tomorrow? That's what's up. I love it. Okay. So after you put it on, you want the Marmorino to get away from me, bro. to absorb it, and then you're gonna polish it with your polisher. Remember, it's not a buffer; it's a polisher. That's the proper terminology for these polishers. And then this is a wool pad. If you beautiful finish here. This is gonna go to a lot of condos. Very, very pretty. Exotic.